The Shipmate plugin for WooCommerce lets you fulfill your orders in just a few clicks, printing shipping labels and storing the tracking details on the order automatically. No more manual keying or copying and pasting into carrier web portals. Shipmate provides a direct link from your WooCommerce store to your carriers, saving you time and minimizing the likelihood of mistakes. We have designed the workflow to be as simple and familiar as possible, with the dispatch process being initiated from within WooCommerce itself. Using the power of features already available inside WooCommerce, first narrow down the orders you want to dispatch, then, from the Bulk Actions drop-down, select Print Labels with Shipmate. From this pop-up, you can set the dimensions and weight of each order, then optionally choose a carrier and delivery service or change the dispatch date. Clicking Print Labels will generate a single parcel for each order using the selected service. To speed up your processing even further, we populate the weight and dimensions with metrics from your default packaging type, and leave the delivery service set to Use Routing Rules. In most circumstances, you can simply open this pop-up, review the details, and click Print Labels. For larger orders that need to go into more than one parcel, simply click into the order and choose the Print Labels with Shipmate button on the right-hand side of the screen. The pop-up shown on this page lets you build up a shipment of multiple parcels, each a different size if required, with the same delivery service and dispatch options as before. Clicking Print Labels will transmit all the order information to Shipmate, generate the shipment, and print the labels using our companion printer app, all in one click. Once generated, the tracking numbers are added as post metadata to your order, and the order is updated to completed, which triggers the email WooCommerce sends to customers to notify them their order is on the way. You can update your email template to include this tracking number, or even link the customer directly to your own personalized tracking portal included in your Shipmate subscription. This is a simple task for web developers, and we have provided instructions and example code to do this on our website. All shipments generated in WooCommerce can easily be found in the Shipmate web portal as normal, and you can track the progress of all your orders from in here. If you need to edit any details on the shipment, simply find the order, click into it, and then choose the Edit button from the Actions drop-down menu. This will replace the shipment with a new one containing the updated details. Linking your WooCommerce store to Shipmate is simple. Once you have your Shipmate account, you can download the WooCommerce plugin from our website and install it just the same way as you do all other WordPress plugins. Then, select the Settings option from the WooCommerce menu and find the newly created Shipmate tab. First of all, you will need to provide your Shipmate username and password to authenticate the plugin. This can be done using any account with administrator privileges. Under the General Options screen, you can configure the behavior of the Shipmate plugin. Firstly, you can choose when the Shipmate option appears, either all the time or just when orders are in a processing status. Next, you can choose when labels are printed. In most cases, you'll want to leave this as immediately upon creation, but if you prefer, you can set this to manual, which will still generate your labels, but you will need to tell Shipmate when you want to print them. This can be done either from the Shipmate web portal or by using Scan and Print on the Shipmate desktop app. Just click the Shipmate icon on your taskbar, then the Scan and Print barcode icon, and either key in or scan the WooCommerce order number to fetch and print your labels. While we're in the desktop printer app, we can configure our print output. Shipmate works with all Zebra-compatible thermal label printers and almost any other printer via PDF output. Labels are standardized in a 4x6 inch format, and we can also output to A4 via PDF output, which gives you the option to print an integrated dispatch note or picking list with the label positioned for readily available peel-off label stationery. Moving back to the general options in WooCommerce, next you can choose your units of measure and finally tell the plugin how you want us to update order statuses after these 3 events. Most merchants set their orders to completed once labels have been generated, but you can choose to leave the status unchanged, or perhaps set to on hold until the parcels have been collected. The user mapping screen lets you map users from WordPress to user accounts on Shipmate. This is useful in a number of ways. Sometimes user accounts on WordPress are shared, and this allows you to point to the shared account to the Shipmate account the printer is being used with, but it is also possible to map individual users, facilitating concurrent dispatch. So if you operate multiple dispatch stations, you can map the users so that the labels are printed from the correct computer and printer, helping scale up your operation. Using the delivery routing options, you can map the shipping options from WooCommerce to delivery service types in Shipmate. Then from within Shipmate, you could set up routing rules to map these to specific services based on other criteria too, such as value, weight, or destination. Finally, the packaging options screen tells you what your default packaging type is. This is configured within Shipmate itself, and we have another video explaining the power of packaging types in detail. If you ship internationally, you can set customs declaration details against each of your products within WooCommerce itself by adding the details to the shipping section of the product data. Or use the SKU inventory on Shipmate, which will enrich the product data from WooCommerce with data held in the inventory matched on SKU code. All customs information is passed electronically to the carrier, and you can optionally set Shipmate to print a CN22 customs declaration form with your shipping labels. The Shipmate plugin for WooCommerce. Save time, minimize potential for error, and provide self-service tracking for your customers. Speak to one of our advisors today to set up an account and find out more about how Shipmate can simplify your shipping.